Hey everyone, I'm your host, Wizard Craig, and welcome to Craig's Cauldron. Before we get started on today's potion, I'd like to address something from last week's episode, when we brewed the potion of underwater breath. Some of the more astute Craigulars noticed that I had been using Pennywort mistakenly instead of Pickerel Rush. So thank you for pointing that out. And my apologies to the families of anyone who grew gills and couldn't reach water in time. Okay, moving right along. Today we'll be brewing a love potion. Now I think we all have that special prince in our lives that we need that little extra edge to impress. So the first thing that we're gonna need is basilisk liver. This is a beautiful piece. Oh. Now chances are you have some of this lying around. If you're unfamiliar with basilisk liver or how to get some, then talk to your local taxidermist or peller. They're a great resource. Next up, we're going to need some dragon eggs. Now, it's important to remember that dragon egg shells are extremely poisonous, and you must not by any means ingest any of it. Now, I don't have any dragon eggs handy, but I do have a wyvern egg. Now, we're going to need to use some of your own hair, along with some of the hair of the person you're going to bind yourself to. This is going to make sure that the created bond only applies to your intended target. Luckily, I'm the barber of my intended target, so hair is easy to come by. Some of you may not be so lucky, so get creative and never hesitate in the name of love. Next up, your hair, and it's very important. The type of hair you choose will dictate the type of potion you end up with. If you want a cuddler, go ahead and use hair from your underarm. Hair from your chest will produce a more emotional connection. If you're looking for a more raw, passionate, you want to go with hair from your nether regions. Okay, yeah, no, don't. Lastly, we're going to need amanita mushrooms. Now, it's really important here that you only use the caps. If you use any of the stems, throw the potion right out, as it now has a chance of causing temporary blindness and spontaneous combustion. Let's get this in the pot. Now all that's left is to let it simmer on low for 8 hours or on high for 4 hours, bottle it, and then bury it under an oak tree and let it sit there for 1 lunar cycle. So, thanks to the magic of YouTube, I have here a finished product. Unfortunately, I just found out that I am allergic to mushrooms though, so I won't be sampling any of this live. But hey, hop on Twitter and share your results with @BestMadePlansTO. And as always, I did not force you to recreate or consume any of the potions in this video. And by watching, even clicking on this video, I absolve myself of all standing liabilities.